Hello everybody, my name is Pravus and welcome back to EU4 Mandate of Heaven, playing as Japan in all of our glory. Good morning everybody, it is a Saturday morning for me as I start to finish off some of this recording. We did fight Tabaristan last time, join up a fair bit of our land. I actually made a mistake over here. Didn't quite connect this up, the Great Horde is in our way, but we do have a mission to kill them, I believe. Yeah, so we need to kill the Great Horde. So that's something we're probably going to do today. We'll go down here and we'll kill the Great Horde. We'll have to fight Poland in the process, but I don't think that's going to be too hard, really. Not too hard at all. We're annexing Tapti. That's no problem. Buryatia we can't kill until 1783, but we can get rid of the lake. Russia, it's going to be a while again. 1790. What I'm probably going to have to do at some point with Russia is in one or two more wars, take whatever I can, create a wall, a great wall that divides Europe from Asia. And I want to extend it across all of Russia. I may even decide that I want to extend it down across Poland and Hungary as well, which would mean, of course, that I have to betray Hungary, which would make me a little bit sad, but I can't be friends with Hungary in the sense that I can't, like, join up borders with them, or else we're going to have problems. And that would be bad. So let's not deal with that, yeah. We also created Caspian last time, which I think is awesome. I like the name Caspian. That's cool. It's a cool name. It's actually making me think of something right now. Oh, actually, you know, before I get to that thought, something to notice right here. You see these little lines? You see the siege down stuff? Would you look at that? I think Great Britain is indeed fighting all three of their colonies. Okay, British Louisiana, the 13 colonies in Newfoundland are trying to break free from Great Britain. If they succeed, we will see the formation of Canada, the United States, and Louisiana pretty soon, which would be pretty fun. We're actually going to have like a proper game where, like, all the colonial nations break free. Except for mine, of course. Mine will stay loyal forever. Until the day I die. But anyway. Yeah, about the name Caspian. So, a few days ago, I actually just became an uncle. Again. It's not my first nephew. Second one, actually. So, now I'm an uncle. Uncle Pravus. But my sister decided to name her child, her new son, Peregrine. I know. And the reason she's thinking of that is she can nickname him Pippin. And all I can think is, alright, that poor kid, you're screwing him up so bad already from the beginning. Like, day one, you've doomed him. What's your name? Peregrine. Just call me Pippin. Like the character from that movie? Well, it started as a book, but yeah. That's that. Just call me Pippin. So, I mean, Pippin, if you're watching this a few years in the future, which will never happen, but on the off chance you were, hi, I'm so sorry. If I could have done anything about it, I would have, but I can't. You know my sister. You know your mom. Anyway. Alright, so, we're going to declare this war against the Great Horde. We're going to have to fight Poland, and you know what? I might as well call in Hungary, because they can finish off Poland for me. It's going to take practically no effort whatsoever. So let's just go ahead and do that now, yeah? Yeah. Imperialism! Do we need a general? Not really, but we'll put one in charge here anyway. Oh, let's just take a quick look-see at the Chinwangs. I'm going to call a diet. I'm going to grant them a general. I'm going to demand some support and just get the free power. Oh, you're mad at me now, are you? Don't care. Too many military leaders. Okay. They gave me a 4-2-1-1, which is better than this guy. So I'm going to go ahead and get rid of you, replace you, and we're just going to fire you. If you are over your leader limits, you pay 1 military power for every one that you have over your limit. Kind of the same way that some of these policies are working. And since I already have a lot of policies draining away my military power, let's not make that even worse, shall we? Kill him! Squish! New monarch in Portuguese Louisiana. Ho Shuang Huang, a poet whose poems are subtle and witty. Ho Shuang Huang is the widow of Tong Kok, and she lives in a small house near the West Lake in Hanoi. She makes a living as a teacher, earning enough money to travel in Japan, and composes poems about places, people, and politics. Ho Shuang Huang's poems are independent-minded and resistant to norms, using frank sexual humor and expressions in abundance. What a trollop. They are usually irreverent, full of double jackfruit. Jackfruit? An excerpt from the poem The Jackfruit. My body is like the jackfruit. Its skin prickly, its meat thick. She's a husky woman. If you want to test it, then drive in your steak. Don't fondle the surface, or sap will stain your hand. Okay, that's gross. And, wow, okay. So, behead her, yes? Oh no, we want her in our court as an advisor. Really? Or keep an eye on her and make sure to collect copies of all her poems. Tech cost reduction. For 20 years? Yeah, we'll do that. I'm guessing that's a real woman. There was like an expansion added in the game a long time ago. That was basically like a famous women in history kind of expansion. Because there was like the common complaint that all the men are kings and there's no important things about women. Which, I mean, historically was somewhat true, with a few exceptions, like, you know, the Empress of Austria and stuff like that. Maria Theresa. Like, that's kind of important, right? So they ended up creating an expansion at some point where they added a lot of famous women in history. Some of the ones that existed, and that includes a lot of the women who... For example, we had the Pirate Queen not too long ago, then you have the poets, and then you have a few other really noticeable consorts in history and stuff like that. Some pretty cool stuff. Which I think was fine. Pretty cool, right? Frankly. I liked it. Our air is well connected. It makes advisors cheaper. Oh, yay. Because I needed that. Peace offer from the Great Horde. Well, keep in mind that we are still overextended, so let's not do that right now. Instead, let's go kill Charcas. They're going to be an easy target for me. I think I can annex all of them and hand all that land off to my colonial nations. It will take me no time at all to core it. I think we might as well. Decay of the examination system again? Stop it! Stop lowering your standards. Your SAT requirements. Friggin' heck. My wife and I were actually just talking about that just a day ago or so. About SATs and like standardized testing and then just sort of like standards in general. We were talking about papers and stuff that we graded because she's a teaching student and I was a teacher's assistant in college that helped pay for my grad school, at least part of it before I dropped out because I hated grad school. But anyway, and we were both kind of shocked, honestly, with like the incredibly low standards of writing, even in college. You know, you think college kids are like brilliant, right? You're in college, you have to be good at what you do, right? Pah, hardly. Some of the worst writing I've ever seen came from some college kids, and I'm like, you're a senior. How'd you get into college if you can't write good? By the way, I don't think these guys are regenerating their morale properly, and that's because of the forced march, so let's make sure that's all off. Yeah, and it's just like, I don't get it. How did you guys get into college in the first place? We're thinking, I don't know. It probably has something to do with the fact that, you know, thanks to the student loan system, the way that it operates in the United States and stuff, colleges really only need to have just a few brilliant students to give them a good reputation, and then they could just accept as many other students as possible and just drain the U.S. Treasury of money through guaranteed loans. Like, the standards are lower and lower because, hey, free money for the college. I don't know. Maybe that's not how it really works. I don't know. But it seems weird that college used to be like this thing with really high standards, and now, I don't know. It doesn't really feel like it does. Shizu. They're fine. Do not meddle. I don't know. I mean, college can be great. Don't get me wrong. I got a lot out of my college experience, and I'd like to think that I deserved it or had earned it in some way, but I don't know. It's just kind of like, why work so hard in middle school and high school and stuff if you're just going to get into college because it's so easy? I mean, college itself can be difficult, but getting in? Not that bad. It's really not that bad. I don't know. I don't know why I'm still waffling on about this. I should just kind of play the game. But we've kind of reached this point in the game where it's a lot of repetitive stuff, you know? It's not all that challenging, really. We laid our plans, we built a strong foundation, we've knocked out all of our immediate threats, and now we just kind of get to enjoy the fruits of our labor and kill everything in sight. Poland wants out of this war, which is no surprise. I don't think I'll take any land from Poland, and part of the reason why is this is Europe, which is a different continent, which means I think it will count as overseas territory, which I think means I can't create a client state down here if I wanted to. So what we probably should do is just take some money, war reps, break up your treaties with, let's say, Lithuania, revoke a core against Hungary to make them happy. We could return stuff to the Ottomans, but I'm not sure how that works in my favor. And Naples as well. There we go. We'll just break up your alliances. You're not allied to Hungary, are you? No, because we called Hungary in on the war. That broke up their alliance. I think they were allied before. And now they're not. Haha! Alright, goodbye Poland. Okay. How long until we're done? Not done until March. We got some time to kill. I'm not worried about the Great Horde at this point, so we're just going to sit back and we're going to wait. Wait until we finish coring everything up. Let's just kill Charcas. We're going to hand all this land off as soon as I get their capital down. College is a tricky thing, guys. I don't know why I'm going back to talking about this, but... This is going to be me just kind of rambling here, but I kind of feel like college is one of those things where... It's been grossly overhyped in our culture, I think. I think that we, for some reason, at least as an American culture, I can't speak for Europe, but we as an American culture have somehow decided that culture is like the only real ticket to success, and we look down upon all of those vocational, like, laboring jobs. And I think that's a huge mistake, to be honest, I really do. I think there's a lot of respect to be had for those kind of careers. And frankly, I think that they're absolutely necessary. And frankly... So many people are going to college getting degrees that actually are not beneficial anymore that, well, I kind of feel like the whole college thing has been diluted to the point where it's not a guaranteed ticket to success anymore. Not really. I don't know. I know a lot of people who think, go to college, get any degree, and you'll be successful. And it's just like, I'm graduating high school, and what are you going to do afterwards? I don't know. Probably I need to go to college. That's what my parents say I need to do. And I'm like, I don't know, man. Is it something you're actually going to invest in? Is there a point? You know, I decided to become an engineer. That was a very deliberate investment on my part. I chose a career that I knew would pay well and be in high demand, and, you know, I learned a skill, right? I became skilled labor, mostly, through that education. That was the only way I could become an engineer. That's why I chose that. It was a very deliberate investment, and I was able to pay off all my student debt within a couple of years, because I worked really hard throughout college as well. So there's that. And then you have the people who basically are like, I don't know, I'm just going to go get like a communications degree or some sort of liberal arts degree. I have no idea what I'll do with it, but I have a degree, so it'll be great. And I'm looking at that, I'm like, you're not going to get much extra pay than if you had just gone out of high school and gone to, let's say, a trade school and learned a vocational thing like machining or welding or something. And you're going to instead have like $100,000 of debt. You're decidedly putting yourself at a huge disadvantage. I don't know. I think people need to stop thinking that college is like the solution to everything. Don't go to college. Go to trade schools, learn skills, become a plumber, or something like that, you know? There's actually a high demand for that in the United States right now. If you guys haven't followed a blogger, or, well, okay, he was a former TV host, and he does some vlog stuff on Facebook and stuff, Mike Rowe. Now, there's a guy with some tremendous work ethic, some very down-to-earth wisdom, who's actually trying to draw attention to the fact that there are millions of jobs in the United States that cannot be filled because the skills aren't there. They're looking for them, they can't find them, and they're actually pretty well-paying jobs, too. I don't know, guys. Just something I've been thinking about lately. It'd be good to do. Good to get a degree in that sort of stuff. If I were not an engineer, that's what I would do. I would go to a vocational school, I'd take a couple of years to learn, like, let's say, auto mechanics or something. Something useful. Hey, we have a merchant. Good, finally something game-related I can talk about instead. I know you guys are so sick of hearing that from me, right? Yeah, absolutely. Let's see. I could steer trade somewhere, or I could collect trade somewhere. There's a surprising amount of money running through a few places over here, actually. Wow. 28 ducats here in Bengal. It almost makes me wonder if I ought to abandon collecting here in Malacca and start steering it all to Bengal instead. Now, of course, the downside of doing that here is there's a risk that some of the money could flow down this direction, and that is a lot to lose. That said, it's already doing that. Let's experiment with this for a second. I'm going to try putting the new merchant here. We're going to collect from trade in Bengal, where I have 100% control. Okay, we're going to wait till he arrives. Whoop! Cores are done. Ding! Food's ready. Hang on. Let's deal with the Great Horde real quick. I hate this button is here. I don't want to unconditionally surrender. I never am going to want to do that. It scares me every time. What if I accidentally click the wrong button and screw myself horribly? Mission's done. There you go. Manpower recovery speed. Core it. Now we've joined up our land. Huzzah. Okay, what was I saying? Right, we're going to do trade. So we're going to try steering some money up into Bengal. So once this guy arrives, we'll collect... Shouldn't be transferring this money. I think we have to wait another month to calculate it. Hostile sieges? Hang on. Oh, wait. Did the Separatists fire down here? Yes. Yes, they did. Kill them. Kill them. Chase them down. There we go. Okay. Right, anyway. So, take a look at the trade. We're going to have to wait about a month. I want to see what we're getting here. People are sampling new religions. We have 10 years to go. Reverse course. I think we'll be alright. Okay. Now we're collecting a lot. Tunis declared war on the Ottomans. Okay. Why am I more on trade income? You gotta be kidding me. I guess we'll call the merchant. No, wait. No. I have my trade port here, don't I? Oh, yeah, never mind. We already have our main trade port here. We're already collecting here. Yeah, no, I don't think that makes any sense. All right, we'll go back. Wait. Did I not recall him? Because I thought I recalled him. It's saying he's going to arrive in a day. That doesn't make any sense. Okay, now we're collecting from trade again. Alright, well, I don't know. Point is, though, now we're collecting here. We have 100% control, and it says we're collecting quite a bit of money. So that stops a bit more money from leaving our area. I mean, yeah, we probably could go further downstream to, like, Hormuz or something like that, but it's going to take a lot of merchants to try and steer all the money to be here effectively. Let's just grab what we can. Right now, we are making how much money? 198 ducats with some reinforcements. We're making 314 ducats from trade. This mission is not going to happen. It's just not. It never does. It's like I am making a lot of money from production and taxation. I would have to reduce both of those a lot in order to get to 60%. It's just not going to happen. Why on earth? Like, this is dumb. Trade income at least 60% of my revenue. Why? Why would I want that? I want more money from trade, absolutely. But I don't want to make that the majority of my trade when I have other options on top of that. That's just hampering myself for no particular gain. It's stupid. I don't like it. I don't like it. Important thing is, we've joined up some more land down here, which is great. Okay, you guys go over here. We're probably going to want to transfer some troops, so we'll do that. In anticipation of having to fight Colombia, so I can start working on that coveted Panama Canal. Decided that that's going to have to be another goal of the series. Okay, more guys converted. Just convert some of these weird odds and ends. They don't take too long. We got some Orthodox here. That's interesting. Okay, so we're filling out some more of this Confucian stuff, finishing that off. And we are converting these guys too. Perfect. Okay. Still quite slow on this guy. Surprised how long it's taking. We're spending 6 per month on him. How much development did this guy have? Tap T. I don't feel like he's got a ton. He's got a bit. I mean, it's somewhat reasonable. It's just not an absolute metric ton. Why is it so expensive? Yeah, whatever. Continue converting those Confucians. Let's finish those guys off. Why did I see cannon fire down here? It's not under siege. I definitely saw a little bit of cannon fire. And I was just like, what the heck? Who's taking attrition here? Oh, hi, guys. Go here. I need to take attrition. You're also taking attrition. Okay, no sense in harming my manpower for no particular gain. Gain corruption. I do have a fair bit of corruption. Why do I have so much corruption? I guess because I'm not really rooting it out that aggressively. Let's go ahead and root it out aggressively for a little bit. It's going to cost me a fair chunk of money, but whatever. It's not too bad. Russia will cede provinces to Lithuania. Well, 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 what do you know? Okay, we could reduce the cost of war exhaustion stuff. Meh. It's not that good. Improved relations will be good to get to eventually, though. Still have several years before we have to do tech, though, so let's just go ahead and worry about that. It just means no culture conversions for a while. Make sure everyone's giving me Diplo power so I can work on that slightly faster. I miss the days of having an absolute ton of tributaries so I had unlimited power. It was great. Enlightened despotism in Norwegian West Indies. They're allied to Prussia. How's this going? Oh, you pieced out. They lost. You kept your colonies. Gosh dang it, the colonies are too stupid. Seriously, the colonies are too stupid to be able to actually go and... Here's the thing, it doesn't even make historical sense. Why would the 13 colonies have to sail across the sea to go to Great Britain to get the war score to break free? That's not how it worked historically. The Americans did not travel all the way to Great Britain in order to break them up and get their freedom. We just sat here and repelled them for a long time, and that was all it took. That's how it ought to be with these, in my opinion. They need to have a proper ticking war score that is strong enough that if the host country does not put them down, they break free by default. That makes more sense to me. Cyprus, you appear to be having some problems with revolutionaries. And you're never going to put them down because you literally can't train any troops. Sucks to be you. Hi, Tunis. Qasim separatists. Hungary declared war on the Ottomans too. Alright. Everyone's killing the Ottomans now. Which means that Hungary might decide to make borders with me whether I like it or not. Which would be a problem. Gasham Rakamra. Ajuran declared war on Alodia. Okay. Hi, Gasham Rakamra. Kind of wondering if I should just go ahead and break off my truce with you as well. Break off the tributary status. You're going to be relatively easy to kill, I think. You'll take one war. One war will easily finish you off. So the question is, do I break it free so I can just fill it out now, or do I just hold on to the power and wait till we get later in the campaign, knowing that it's going to be very easy to finish them off? And I don't know. I'm kind of worried that, like, Russia might declare war on them or something. Because that's not what I would want. I think the Confucians are done. Some of these are still going to take a long time. The Sikh. Surprisingly difficult to deal with. I mean, we're really designed to be super effective against Eastern heretics, so I think that's what we'll have to focus on. Tunis will cede a single province... Oh, sorry. Ottomans will cede a single province off to Tunis. That was to be expected. Hungary, I suspect, mostly just wants this. But I don't know. They may decide they want more. We probably should go ahead and piggyback off of this and just finish them off, right? Not like I can't create a new client state if I need to. Let's go down here. It's a very easy target. We might as well just take the land. We got nothing else to do. While we wait for frickin' Buryatia. Frickin' Buryatia. Swear to God. Man, look at Tunis go. 60,000 troops. Tunis is usually dead as I play this game. They don't last too long. Hungary is about done already. Let's go ahead and just declare the war. We'll take what we can. Imperialism! Where's your capital now, by the way? There it is. I'm just going to go down here, and when Hungary pieces out, I'll instantly siege down your capital. Sound good? Sounds good. There we go. Oh, God. Hi, Hungary. Wow. What the heck were you thinking? They took all of it, and now we have borders whether I like it or not. Well, guess what that means? It means Hungary and I can't be friends. They decided for me. Dang it, Hungary, why? I should have done this sooner and created the client state before they could. Dang it! Frickin' Hungary! Well, that creates mandate problems no matter what. Dissolve alliance. We're gonna have to kill them now. You shouldn't have done it, Hungary. You made the decision for me. Now I have to kill you. That was a quick war. You know, we could have been friends, man. We could have been friends this whole time. We could have. But no. No, that was too much to ask for. You revoke all your cores. We're going to gain a little prestige out of this, but not a lot. It doesn't really matter too much. Okay. So that finishes off the Ottomans. The Ottomans have officially been removed from the game. Goodbye. You are the weakest link. Goodbye. Hungary, 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 why? So Hungary is allied to Poland, Munster, the Pope. Pope's pretty weak. Munster, no big deal. Poland and Hungary we could deal with. Kind of want to kill Russia first so I can get proper land borders, but I guess we could still do this. I just need some naval dominance and I can fight Hungary. It's going to be a few years. What I need to do, really, is get some favors with Austria so that I could call them in. So I'm going to go ahead and offer to join offensive wars so that our favors start going up rather than going away, as they were before. And once I get up to 10, and my truce is expired, we'll probably call them in. Murder Hungary. And I'll have to create that wall I was talking about. That's probably what's going to have to happen now. Dang it, man. Why'd you have to do it? You didn't have to, but you did. You did anyway. Fool! You have no idea what you have unleashed upon yourself. How long until I can annex Caspian, by the way? 1788. Okay, a few years. We do have to be careful because we're kind of getting rapidly to the point where... wow, yes! 532. We're kind of getting to the point where I can only create so many more client states before we're going to have some serious problems. Whoop! Really? Really, Austria? That's what you wanted to do? You wanted to fight Scandinavia, Bavaria, and Norwegian West Indies. Huh, okay. And Prussia, apparently. This is what I get for offering to join offensive wars. They're like, holy crap, the greatest nation in the world is willing to fight with me. Use it! I guess I can't really blame them. I mean, we could fight Scandinavia, I suppose, right? Yeah. Yeah, I accept, I guess. Alright. We'll join. We got troops available. Austria declared war upon Scandinavia. But I like Scandinavia! Alright. Well, do we have military access through Russia? No. And of course Russia's not going to give it to me, so... Well, no, I take that back. They totally would. Huh. Because they hate Scandinavia and want Scandinavia to die. You have a 662 leader? That's pretty good. My question is there anything I could take from Scandinavia that would be worthwhile? You know? I don't even know what Austria is trying to take. What do they want? Maybe it's Bavaria. Are you allied to Bavaria? Oh, you have a personal union over Bavaria. That's probably what's going on. Austria probably wants to take over Bavaria. Maybe they want to take over some of Denmark, but I would be a little surprised. So we're fighting Scandinavia and Prussia, basically. That's it. Well, by fighting in this war, we're going to get some favors with Austria, so I guess that solves that problem. Let's get some men together. Now, Scandinavia is pretty strong. Don't know if we can see your ideas here. Danish traditions. Do you have the, No. Light ship combat ability, church power, which is important if they're Protestants, national unrest. Interesting, okay. So, Sweden, proper Sweden, has some national ideas that make their troops phenomenally powerful, like a ton of combat ability for infantry. Very strong. But once they form Scandinavia, it appears they sacrifice those ideas. Sucks to be you, man. Alright. I don't know if we separate peace out with Scandinavia or not, but in the meantime, I guess we go ahead and help them out. Let's ask for that military access from Russia. There you go. And we put some generals in charge so we can't get stack wiped as easily. We'll take you and we'll take, let's say, you. We go to a fort, and then we sit nearby and reinforce. That's what we do. Maybe I separate peace out with them later, maybe I don't. I haven't decided. More heretics converted. Good enough for me. How are we looking down here now? Pretty good. Confucianism has officially been eradicated. If I wanted to work on the Tengri a little bit, that wouldn't be so bad, but it looks like we are devoting our efforts to converting the rest of Lansheng and so on. Oh, Scandinavia, I see a lot of men down here, it scares me. Fighting Lithuania. Lithuania's on our side? Oh. Hi, Lithuania. I think, you might have goofed. Prussia's pretty tough, you know? Production research is flawed. Lose a prestige. Yeah, we'll just keep the troops nearby, and we'll just go work on these forts kind of gradually. I don't really want to commit myself too much into this fight. Although I'm kind of sad we don't have a fort down here. Wish we did. Let's fix that. Let's try building a fort, like, let's say, right over, I don't know, here. Something to slow them down a little bit would be nice. But yeah, alright. I think we're going to have to go ahead and end this video over here. But I do hope that you guys enjoyed. We're definitely getting close to the end of the game. It's coming by pretty quick. It's not going to be that much longer, really. I'm looking at probably by next week. If I had to guess, we'll be done. So I would highly recommend you guys tell me in the comments section if you want me to continue with another EU4 series or move on to other games, play things like CK2, whatever, and wait until the next expansion comes out. I have a European nation in mind to play, but it's not a high priority. It doesn't really matter that much. So let me know what you guys think. Thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Be sure to hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.